Okay, hi, my name's Elena, and I just wanted to do a quick reading. I want to say hi to my one subscriber. I think that is made me so happy. Okay, I want to do a reading on what are people noticing about you. Okay, what are people noticing about you right now? Let's see what it says. What are people noticing? Ooh, people are noticing your resilience. People are noticing that even through the difficult times, even through when things aren't going as smoothly, you still keep taking those little steps forward. You keep standing in your power. You keep saying, no, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to work through the difficulty. I'm going to keep putting in the hard work. Okay, people noticed your resilience, okay? People are noticing, yes, you're resilient through even the parts that are really draining. People aren't, even though like some parts of it are really exhausting, emotionally exhausting, that you keep pushing forward, okay? That you take your rest, you do your self-care, and then you keep going, okay? That this isn't going to stop you, okay? People are also noticing that you really lead with your heart. You really lead with your heart. You very much you really much follow those intuitive nudges that even if you're not perfect at something, you still put in the effort, you still put in the work. People notice that, okay? People notice the type of value that you bring, the value you bring to the relationship, the value you bring to the conversation, the value you bring to life, to their life. People are noticing the value. Maybe they didn't notice before, but they're really noticing now, okay? They're really starting to notice your value, okay? And they're starting to notice that the way you pour into your connections, the way that you connect with people, the value that you bring to those connections possibly. And they're noticing there's been a big change. Okay, there's been a big change, death. People are noticing the big change within you, and I think it's a really positive change. I know it's really positive change. People are noticing the change, okay? They're noticing that you're not walking around with blinders on anymore. You're not walking around with like this confusion about things. You're starting to get a lot of clarity on things, okay? They're noticing that you're moving away from situations that don't serve you anymore. They're noticing that I just lost it. Anyways, they're noticing, yes, that you're moving away from things that aren't serving you anymore. Situations, people, circumstances, whatever it is, you're moving away from it. And I think they're really starting to notice that you celebrate you, and that the people around you celebrate you. And that comes from that massive change that went on, okay? There was a massive change that took place, and you're being celebrated for making that change. I have a feeling that change wasn't the easiest change to make, but you've made a really big change, and you're being celebrated for it. I think that people are starting to notice that you're really good at bringing ideas to life, are working on ideas or creating ideas and bringing them to life, okay? They're noticing, like, I feel like people think you're an expert in something, or people they notice that you have an expertise in something, maybe something that would be helpful to them, okay? And I feel like people are noticing that you're starting to fill up your own cup. You're starting to pour into yourself so that you can pour into those other connections that you have, and you really value those connections. They're really life-giving connections, and maybe that has to do with that big change that you had, is getting rid of the connections that aren't bringing you like value anymore, that aren't filling you up. You know what I mean? And people are really noticing that you're getting more selective with your options, with your energy, with, you know what I mean? You're a little more selective with things, okay? And I feel like because you're being selective, there's things, and you're not putting your energy into like several different areas, that things are moving kind of fast for you in certain areas. Maybe not in all areas of your life, but in some areas things seem to be moving pretty quickly. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's just communication about things moving quickly. But people are noticing that you're not doing the bickering, you're not doing the fighting, you're not doing the competing. Maybe like the only competing you're doing is you're competing with your old self. I just want to be better than I was yesterday. You're not competing with other people, you're not trying to be better than other people, you're just trying to be better than the version of yourself yesterday. Okay? And people are noticing that you're not competing over little things. Like, this isn't a competition. We're all trying to get somewhere. There is no reason to like kick somebody down just so you can get ahead. That's not necessary. And I feel like people are also noticing that you're accepting your dark side. You're accepting the naughty girl in you. You're accepting the bad mom in you. You know, we all, like, you know, I know that there's a part of me that's the bad mom, you know, that does stuff that, you know, we shouldn't do. You know what I mean? Let my kids do certain things that good moms wouldn't do. And I've learned to embrace that. Yeah, sometimes I get to be a little naughty. Sometimes I don't have to be the good girl. And I think people are noticing that you're learning to accept the bad parts of you and the good parts of you, okay? And people are noticing that you're refusing to feel left out. You're like, you know what? I want to be a part of this community. I want to do this. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm not waiting for somebody to invite me. I'm not waiting to be the, you know, the perfect tarot reader. I'm not waiting to have the perfect education. I'm just going to put myself out there and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to unlock the door myself, not wait for somebody to come and open the door for me or whatever. People are noticing, yes, more opportunities. You're getting a lot of opportunities. You're getting a lot of financial opportunities, whether you're creating those opportunities for yourself, they're opportunities and you're taking a hold of it. You're not waiting for somebody to be like, oh please, you know, you're taking the, I can't remember the saying, how it goes. Anyways, yes, people are noticing that the work you're putting in now, or the things that you're doing now, whether that's cutting people off, whether that's protecting your energy, whether that's meditating, whether that's, you know, whatever, the things that you've done, that you've changed up, are benefiting you. They're starting to see the benefit. They're starting to notice the benefit, and they're noticing that you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from your own limitations, okay? You know, those things that we feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, or that imposter syndrome stuff. You know, I definitely have imposter syndrome when it comes to doing tarot. I feel very new to tarot. I understand the cards a little bit, but you know, I could definitely, and I did have a little imposter syndrome, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get on here and do it. You know what I mean? Why not? I'm freeing myself from my own limitations, and I feel like people are noticing that you're doing that you're starting to free yourself, that you're like, you know what, actually, I can do this. There's nobody telling me I can't, and I just feel like I can't. I feel like I can't, okay? And I feel like people are noticing that you're doing things that almost feel impossible to them. You're doing things that almost feel like you can't do. You know what I mean? Or they're noticing that you're doing things that they feel like they can't do. You know what I mean? That you're putting yourself in positions that they don't feel like that they could be in. Okay? And they're noticing that this is this is like a spark of excitement for you. Whatever this, putting yourselves in situations you never thought you could be in, places that you never thought you would be welcome in, is like life-giving. It's exciting. It makes you want to jump up and down. You know what I mean? They're noticing that you're really putting your energy into something. What are you putting your energy into? They're noticing that you're really putting your energy into something, that you're nurturing something. Maybe you're what is that? You're like planting the seeds of something, and it's starting to grow a little bit, but not growth where you can see it above the ground. It's growing underneath the ground where you can't really see it yet. But maybe people are noticing that your energy is different, okay? Yes, people are noticing that there is, look at this, that there is a lot of creative, exciting energy going on, okay? There's a lot of, yes, motivating energy, really exciting energy going on with you. People are noticing that you are creating your own version of life. You're creating your own version of happiness. This version of happiness that we all have kind of been like, especially in America at least, this version of happiness that we've all kind of been conditioned to think is like the ideal. You're creating your own version. You're creating the version that makes you happy, and that is absolutely fantastic. You know, people are noticing that. People are noticing you're going against the norm a little bit. You're doing things a little bit differently. You know what I mean? You're doing things in your own way, and you're nurturing parts of yourself, or you're nurturing parts of yourself that help spark this creativity. Okay, let's get. Oh, there we go. Claim your independence. Claim your independence. Yes, that I feel like that goes along with creating your own life. Claim your independence. Claim what's yours. Claim your independence. I really like that. Surrender now, Moth Spirit. Surrender to the guidance you're receiving. Surrender to your desires. Oh my gosh, what do you want? What do you desire? I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, but I feel like women, we really don't know what we want. You know, I really struggle with this sometimes, like not knowing exactly what I want. If I knew exactly what I wanted, I could figure out how to get there, right? But surrender to your desires, okay? Miracles are endless. Miracles are endless, okay? Things are going to work out for you, and people are noticing that, okay? People are noticing that you're claiming yourself. You're calling in things for yourself. You're not waiting for permission. We're done waiting for permission. We're done waiting to be perfect. We're done waiting to have acceptance, okay? Or, this is really fun. That was a fun reading. It makes me really happy, and I hope, I can't wait for more subscribers to come along. I think that's fantastic. I wish I could do lives. I tried to do a live yesterday, but I guess you have to have like so many subscribers. But anyways, this was really fun. I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I am gonna get better at like making them better and making like thumbnails and stuff like that, but right now I'm just trying to get in the habit of this. So please leave a comment. Please just say hi. I haven't even had anybody comment on my channel yet, but please just say hi, like it, subscribe. I will get better, I promise. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.